Behold, this scroll without a name. Within it is recounted an as yet unfinished tale. If thy heart be drawn to its contents, take up the scroll and unfurl its aged parchment. I see thou art keen to know more. In that case, allow me to spin for thee a yarn. A tale spanning the history of the ninja. The story of a never-ending chain of battles. Raging ceaselessly since creation itself, before even the days of the Otsutsuki. Even as ninja formed clans and villages and settled into prosperity. Fettered with early fires of conflict. It spread its steely grip. Amidst the strife, two warriors faced one another and continued their fight. Take this!
Wood style, hidden jutsu, deep forest emerges.
Summoning jutsu.
First. Wood style, wood dragon jutsu. My heart races with fighting. Entertain me more. So that got you. Come on! Try and stop this. Come at me with full force. Anything less is wrong. Come on! Did you think mere trees could stop me? Wait, is that? Coming down! Fire style, majestic hurricane! You intend to use that blunt old thing against me? Come on! Take. Perhaps this will tame you somewhat. Take this. You won't. That. Take this. Take this. Take this! Take this! Come on! What are you doing? Too weak. Nine tails. No, nine tails. Attack! What style? What golem jutsu? The tailed beast in Susanoo! I would say we're both plenty warmed up, wouldn't you? Indeed! Prepare to fight! This is why I could never stop fighting. I'll need to give all I've got. Time to find out who's stronger. Your nine tails or my wood golem. As you wish. Come on! Hashirama. This! I see. Together, Hashirama. This is what ninja battles should be like. I don't want to. You're my friend. You always were blinded by something. Dare to dream once in a while. Together, Hashirama. Even the almighty Susanoo isn't invincible. This! This! I'm going to blow the entire ground away. Not quite. Stopped him. This! Unfortunately, I have more tricks than I can. This! Be gone, Hashirama. No choice. Sage Art, Wood Style, Shinsu Senshu, Veritable Thousand-Arm Kanon.
The battle will never end. But still the ninja keep up the fight. They fight for what they believe in, to follow their own true path.
It's the Ten Tails.
I thought the statue's bad chakra disappeared.
It has no emotions or ideas. It's the very embodiment of the nature energy that flows through the world.
I intended to capture them by the time the Ten Tails was resurrected, but they are stronger than I expected.
Look out! It's kicking off!
Naruto, pulling Kakashi and Guy.
Okay.
Listen up. First, you need to keep away and watch it. Coordinate your attacks with how it moves to do as much damage as possible. Now, let's move. It's only just been awakened. It shouldn't be at full strength yet. But this is your first and last shot. Okay.
Why can't you see it's futile to stand in our way? You'll never win in this world, no matter how much you strive. It's time you realize that in this world, there is no hope.
you! I'm gonna be the next Hokage!
Stubborn pests.
I was hoping to save the Ten Tails' strength, but they've forced us.
This is it for me.
Stop, Naruto. Shadow clones are useless now.
You're all just a bunch of headless chickens.
Who's a chicken now, huh? What you're looking at here is the Allied Shinobi Forces Jutsu! This jutsu is gonna smash you! The world isn't
Going to
end
end
here!
here.
Orders to Allied Shinobi forces from HQ. This is where the battle really begins, everyone. Carry out the mission as planned and corner the Ten Tails.
Come on, everyone, let's go!
Fire style! Majestic flame jutsu!
Naruto! Yes, now's the time for your...
Allied Shinobi Forces technique!
You don't really think that was enough to end this, do you?
Damn it!
What is that?
Well,
It's time to show them despair!
Look at the range that thing's got. Obito.
That's the direction of.
Here it comes.
It's aiming to take out our HQ. That sounds like one of your tactics. So, there's not enough time to escape. What should we do?
We just keep doing everything we can until the very end. Inuichi, make contact with everyone on the battlefield. Everyone, listen up.
now we have crushed their head. Basic combat strategy. Now, what next?
We continue. We continue showing them despair. In minute detail. Wood style, cutting sprigs jutsu!
There's too many. What can we do?
No!
Stop! 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 Medics!
No! It's too late.
Neji, no!
Naruto. You know that Lady Hinata would die for you. Which means your life is part of a bigger picture. I think my life was part of that picture, too.
Why? Why you? Why here? Why would you go that far?
Because you said I was a genius.
Neji!
Neji!
Come on, Neji! Don't give up on us! Neji! No. This can't be.
I thought no one was going to kill your friends. This is going to happen again and again. All the things you casually said, all your ideals will turn into lies. What do you have in this reality, Naruto? But who said we have to live in reality? Just come over to our side already.
Do you remember what Neji said to you? About your life being part of a bigger picture. Do you know what he meant by that? He meant never letting an ally die. There were no lies in his words or his ideals. Neji made it true. In his heart. It's not just you, Naruto. We're all connecting our lives through the same feelings that are in our hearts. That's what makes us friends. But if we give up on that ideal now, everything Neji's done will have been in vain. That's what it really means to let an ally die. So come. Stand tall with me, Naruto. Stay strong and don't break your word. I won't either. That's my ninja way.
I knew that. It isn't just Mom and Dad. I'm not alone at all! Hinata, thank you. It's all thanks to you standing by me.
Okay, enough.
Watch this. Let's do this, Hinata!
Okay,
What's that?
the Nine-Tails chakra.
Well, well. That little brat can pass off chakra from the Nine-Tails.
Not like it's going to change anything.
Shadow Clone Jutsu!
You've learned nothing from your ally's death, have you? You're nothing but a child.
Yes, Neji's gone. But Neji's still alive, inside of us.
Allow me to let you in on a little secret. I'm the one who created that bond. You should also know that it's a powerful curse.
Charge! Unlike you, I don't want to break the bonds I've forged with my friends. And I don't want them broken.
You really are a child. If you consider the pain of your allies' deaths to be bonds, then what's the use in protecting them?
Huh? Quit trying to be a smartass! When it comes to my friends, I'm prepared to bear any kind of pain! I'm never gonna give up on them! Yeah, maybe it's selfish, but the thing that would hurt me most is if my friends weren't here with me! Period!
So, what exactly is your point?
Huh?
I commend you for pulling us down. You did well. It doesn't change anything in the end, just makes things trickier.
The one and only bond between myself and the Ten Tails has been broken. It's out of control now.
Time to finish that thing.
I see you had the same idea as me.
Naruto, hold the fort here.
Kakashi-sensei!
Yes, this is where the real fun begins.
Nothing's working.
It's actually going all out now.
Did we make it in time?
Yeah. Perfect timing, Dad.
Minato. Fast as usual, I see.
Fourth, you're a faster teleporter than even myself.
Okay! Time to begin, everyone!
What? What? The Hokage? But how?
Orochimaru summoned us. We need to stop this war at once.
Then you really are.
Yeah, they're the 4 Hokage we know and love.
I never thought even you'd come back to life. I'm so happy. Hashirama! I'll deal with you later. First, we'll stop the Ten Tails.
Naruto, you did well. Take a quick rest. Your friend will be here soon. He's on our side as well. Now.
What? That looks just like Naruto's.
I didn't want to believe it, but it looks like even Minato.
See? See? My dad's awesome!
I know that even better than you do. He's the man who split me apart and sealed me after all.
Hokage, it's time to move. Ninja art. For Crimson Ray formation. And now for me to add a little extra. Sage art, gracious deity gates.
He's here. Took you long enough. Sasuke?
Sasuke.
Sakura.
What's going on? Is that really Sasuke?
What the hell did you come here for?
Why are you here, Sasuke?
A lot's happened, but I've decided to protect the Hidden Leaf. And I am going to become the Hokage.
What?
I don't care how you people feel about me. The previous Kage are the ones who created this situation. That's why I need to become the Hokage and change the village.
Simply becoming Hokage won't make everyone accept you. Everyone's acceptance is what gets you there. I'm leaving Sasuke up to you.
Leave it to me. I'm the one who's gonna become the Hokage!
I'm happy that you all admire the position of Hokage, but you all need to hurry up. Now's the time to charge your chakra. We're going to crush it with a team attack.
Yeah!
I was always hiding in the back, walking behind those two. But that's all over now. And from this day forward...
Okay... Sakura?
Do you think I'm a weak woman who'll never be able to attack them?
Yeah! Team 7 is finally back from the dead! Sakura, Sasuke, let's go!
Okay.
Got it.
Wood style, wood clone jutsu. My clones will create openings in the barrier. Shinobi, unleash all of your power. Annihilate it!
Let's go!
Clones!
In that case... Charge! Sasuke! The tailed beasts are inside that big thing! Once it gets weak, stop the black flames! Then Kurama and I will pull the tailed beasts out!
No. I'm going to keep burning it all away.
Hey, Sasuke!
Incinerate.
Fine, then I'll just have to. Your time is up, Hashirama. This is bad. At this rate, yes! Wood style! Wood clone jutsu!
Let's do this, Sasuke. Are those... the Hokage?
They're trying to take him on?
Yeah. First, the elders will investigate the situation using clones. What we need to focus on now is properly analyzing our foe.
Let's go! Tobirama! Sarutobi!
Yes, sir!
Time to see just what Ten Tails Jinchuriki is.
Don't let up, even for a moment.
Understood!
Get lost! That's how much power. A world without failures. Why would you want to inject that kind of happiness?
Not necessarily. People grow from thinking, worrying, and failing. Happiness is what comes after all that.
What if your failure causes you to lose something? People regret things and wish they could do them over again. But they can't. Failure is not allowed in this world.
Haru, he's seeing something different from your reality. No use in arguing.
Sending you to concrete bridge is part of the reason why you ended up this way. Forgive me.
Too late for that. I have no useful apologies. This world has always been a failure. You're the one who woke me up to that. Nothing more. I never thought the system of Hokage carrying the village on their shoulders would do this. Now I understand. You failed because you were weak.
They may be clones. He's still taking on 3 of me at once.
Is the Supreme Shinobi really giving up already? Get lost! It's not. Let me test my powers some more. 3 Hokage teaming up together. This is the best you can do? Sure. I see. Since the Ten Tails is inside me, I can't weave my way through. That's no problem, though.
He took that many attacks? And he's still unscathed?
The dead have no right to talk about the future. You should simply...
Huh? Oh no.
Go back to sleep in the past.
You old guys!
What was that?
He made that black ball on his back explode in size.
The second?
Relax. The ones that got hit were all clones.
Oh, right! I forgot!
But that guy, he's dangerous.
Right now, I have the same power as the founder of Shinobi. I'm incomparable to anything you've experienced.
Obito, I thought you wanted to become the Hokage. Why did you end up like this?
You're trying to preach to me at this stage of the game. Don't you feel it's a bit too late, Sensei? You're always too late when it counts the most. I'm glad my master was the Hokage. Thanks to that, I was able to give up on becoming one.
He's right. If I had only noticed that was Obito back then, I might have been able to stop him. The shinobi world might not have ended up like this.
You were my master, yet you didn't even notice it was me. That's the hard truth. In the end, the path you walked was nothing but a total failure.
You weren't even able to become one. What gives you the right to make fun of a Hokage? And he became the Hokage. Don't you dare make fun of him. It's all right. I know what the truth is. More than anyone from the Hidden Leaf. More than anyone in the world. More than Obito. You didn't make a single mistake, Dad. I know that better than anyone else. So come on. Let's go, Dad.
Yeah. Let's go.
Naruto Uzumaki, why did you refuse to look at reality? Now that I've arrived at the stage of this, you can't possibly defeat me.
Says who? We aren't gonna lose!
All set.
Right here!
Down the trash.
Right here!
How about keep some distance? It's about time I shoot you.
I feel like I'm fighting with Kushina.
This is true.
Impossible.
It doesn't matter how much you recover. I can still damage you. If everyone works together. We can beat anyone, no matter how strong they are.
Are you okay? If it looks like it'll be too hard, go behind me for a bit while I buy us some...
There you go. Acting like you're about to protect something again. You won't be able to save anyone this time. You couldn't save your own wife, or your subordinates. You'll never be able to protect anything else. Naruto, do you know what day tomorrow is? Yes, the anniversary of the day that Minato and Kushina died. The day your parents died. When that time comes, no matter what sort of dreams you have, once you die, they all end in this world.
Your parents. Then that means tomorrow is my birthday. It wasn't the end at all. Because I'm in this world now!
So you're here in this world, huh? Just sounds like more childish logic.
I'm fine with being a child. But one day, I'm gonna grow up. But not in one of your dreams. On my path to the future. After I beat you!
No longer exist in this world. Just learn to give up already.
I don't know the meaning of the words give up. We're gonna be the ones who win in the end. Now! Tusa, let me hit you! Synchropy, Kurama! Tail Beast Planetary Rasen Shuriken!
Take this, Inferno style!
Tusa!
Enough louder! Flame control! Gotcha! Down the out of sight!
Rasen Shuriken!
Let me fight! I'll keep this fight.
He's so tough!
Their actual attacks aren't anything to worry about, but I can't let them get any more out of hand.
What?
Let's begin.
This is...
Fly away.
What is this? Run! Help!
Sasuke, are you okay?
Just stay still. You all withstood quite enough. That's it. Just like that. Now this world will...
Naruto, are you done? I'm going in.
Again. He's going off alone again. No. I won't let him go. Ever again. Wishing I had done something I didn't. Sasuke, I'm going too!
Jugo!
I know.
Jugo's power is basically Sage Jutsu. Are they going to use that?
Repentance always comes too late. This is what you want?
It may come too late for me, but if I let this end without doing what I need to do, then I'll really be left with nothing but regret.
Let's go.
Yeah!
Why do you keep resisting? It's only a matter of time now before the infinite Tsukuyomi activates. The fact of the matter is, your war has ended.
No, it hasn't! Sasuke and I are still here!
Let me fight.
Blood will open soon. And when it does, the world will end. You're out of time.
Just enough time to defeat you. Let me fight. Let me fight.
Can't possibly stand up to this power.
Let me fight. Let me fight.
This is the power of the six paths. Tremble and know true fear. You still defy me, Naruto Uzumaki?
I don't give up! That's one of the most important lessons my master taught me!
Jiraiya.
Let me fight. Naruto, with the next attack, we'll finish this.
Yeah! We'll sleep tomorrow and dream our own dreams!
This world is about to die. Why?
Because this is my ninja way! Stay strong and stay true to your words! That's what being a ninja means to me!
You weaklings are incapable of stopping me!
Now you're talking! Now you're talking! Now you're talking!
I'm too much for the likes of you.
Wrong. You're the one who will never reach his goal.
Just stay still. You childish shinobi. Just go to sleep already! They were able to withstand all of that.
You're nothing but mere shinobi! Disappear!
As I watch him, my heart stirs.
Get out of my way! You weaklings are incapable of stopping me!
What the? Chakra's unstable!
Just stay still. You childish shinobi. Just go to sleep already!
You're nothing but mere shinobi! Disappear!
They were able to withstand all of that. This world is dead, shinobi. Just go to sleep already!
Are incapable of stopping me!
Is this to say they've surpassed my power?
That can't be! This is the sword of Nunaboko, in which the strength of my will is manifested!
You can no longer defeat me.
Sasuke! Let's finish this!
Why am I seeing that now?
There it is! The tailed beast's chakra! Pull it out! Yeah! Okay, everyone, all at once now! 1, 2!
Am I regretting what I've done?
You told me that you were no one, that you didn't want to be anyone. Who the heck are you?
No one. I don't want to be anyone.
Remember? But you're actually just like me. You wanted to become the Hokage.
That's the past that I threw away. My naive self.
Putting a mask on doesn't change anything. No matter what words you use. The fact that you're Obito Uchiha will never change.
There's no meaning in that name anymore. I'm not a person anymore. I'm a guide who will lead people to the next level. The second sage of the 6 paths.
No. You're Obito Uchiha. Obito Uchiha. Someone just like me. You never knew your parents, and lost someone who was precious to you. And you know what solitude is. That's why you wanted to become the Hokage and earn people's acceptance. Same as me. But now, look at yourself. We had the same dreams once, but now you become the exact opposite of the Hokage.
No. What I'm doing is no different than the job of the Hokage. In fact, I've gone a step further. I can make peace a reality after all.
Is that really what you think?
Yes, that's true. There's no reason to force yourself to walk down a dangerous path that doesn't even have an end in sight. You'll end up trampling over the corpses of your allies. If there were another path that was faster, with a clear end, everyone would choose it.
What are you talking about? I don't want to know how to walk down some easy path. I want to know how to walk down the dangerous one.
Would you still say the same thing if they both ended at the same point?
Who taught you that one path was dangerous in the beginning? You won't really know for sure until you walk down it. The Hokage is the person who walks in front of everyone and bears all the pain. He'll never have to walk over the corpses of his allies. There's no such thing as an easy path for someone who becomes the Hokage. Once you become one, there's no turning back, right? The path you're walking down is the path of running away. That's why I can't let you keep going and drag everyone else into it. Come over to my path, as Obito Uchiha, as a ninja of the Hidden Leaf, and make up for what you've done.
No. I abandoned Obito Uchiha. I'm...
Stop trying to hide yourself! You're you! Stop running! Come over to our side!
What are you? Why are you confusing me? I finally got this far. I'm not running. I'm not in the wrong.
Stop trying to hide yourself!
I'm not hiding. I'm... I'm the second sage of the Six Paths. I am the one who was chosen to create a world of dreams and lead everyone to peace. The Hokage has nothing to do with me.
Really feel. No matter what you say, you can never change how you really feel. You're a leaf ninja who dreamed of becoming the Hokage. You aren't just a nobody. And you aren't the sage of the Six Paths either! You're Obito Uchiha!
I'll keep some distance.
Don't be afraid! Open your eyes! Look at yourself! Is this really what you wanted to become? Your dream was to become the Hokage, right? Isn't that what your friends wanted too? Right here! Remember your friends! Do you think your friends wanted you to end up this way?
Friends.
Just wake up already!
Some distance.
What are you afraid of?
You should get it by now! You've already found the answer inside of yourself! Stop trying to act tough! Stop hiding yourself! You're Obito Uchiha from the Hidden Leaf Village who wanted to become the Hokage! My dad, Kakashi-sensei, and I won't abandon you! We've
been watching you the whole time. Why did you push yourself when you're this hurt? Come on! You can't just act tough and hide your wounds. You can't be so stubborn all the time. Obito, you said you were going to become the Hokage, right? Then, saving you means saving the world. Right? Do your best, Obito. I believe in you. Become the Hokage and save the world in a really cool way. Let's go!
Don't betray what's really important to you. What's still there. Deep in your heart. Whatever's connected to that. Isn't the you that's here right now. You get it, don't you? You're...
Obito Uchiha!
Bring it on already, you idiot!
Naruto...
And stop underestimating... our power!
Did I lose? Green.
Kakashi-sensei!
I'll tell you the details later. For now, let me finish things with him.
Dad?
Naruto, can you leave this to us and head over to Madara Seal? Kakashi and I need to speak with Obito.
Let's go, Sasuke!
Do you remember all the missions the four of us completed? As a medical ninja, Rin did her best to protect you two. She never wanted this to happen. But I'm responsible for this outcome. I'm sorry I couldn't protect her.
Rin. Rin was the only light I had. After I lost her, my view of the world changed. It became a pitch-black hell. There was no more hope in the world. I began walking again under the guise of Madara, which only reinforced what I already realized. Even with this Sharingan, I couldn't see anything. Nothing.
I don't know the truth either. I'm not really sure how to say it, but I looked really hard and tried to see something. And with your Sharingan and your words, I felt like I could see it.
See what? Naruto? Why do you trust him so much?
Because I'm positive that he won't fail any worse than you did.
Why?
Because when he falls down, I'll help him.
Why would you help him?
Because he doesn't give up on the world or on his dreams. That's just the kind of guy he is. And that way of living draws others to him. When it seems like he's going to fall, we naturally want to help him.
Could something like that actually exist in this hell?
You would have been able to see it if you really tried to. We have the same eyes, after all. It may be that once you gather friends who you can trust, hope becomes something you can actually see. At least, that's what I think. Obito.
You can't be so stubborn all the time. Let's go!
Maybe. I feel...
Bring it on already, you idiot!
the same way.
Guys here?
Now, Kakashi. Where's Naruto? He was fighting here, wasn't he?
Naruto's getting healed in another spot right now. Now, until Naruto gets back here, we need to buy as much time as we can. Listen up, guy.
Now, I'll take this. From here on out, the Blue Beast will take charge!
You have spirit, I'll give you that. But that's all you've got.
Whoa!
I cannot believe you actually walk into the jaws of death all by yourself, though.
If that's where my path leads, then I'll keep charging forward, even if it's another choice. That's what kind of man my guy is.
Escape!
It's no use. Here. It's not.
Taijutsu uses whatever. We're all over the place during the warring states. You are just another lukewarm shinobi from a lukewarm world. Your will, all lukewarm.
My taijutsu isn't even making me flinch. It's no use. Here.
You certainly realize now.
It's no
lukewarm
use.
attacks like that will never deal any serious damage to me. Now dance some more for me. I see. You are showing a little persistence. Finished already?
Guy! He is fine! Lee. That was so close.
Looks like you can dance a little, but it still won't work on me. What will it be? Surely you must be out of options by now.
If the current me is out of options, then I just need to bring out the next me.
What is he talking about?
It's time for the Noble Leaf's Blue Beast to say goodbye. And transform into the Crimson Beast!
Guy-sensei, you are not gonna open up the Gate of Death! No, you can't do that! No one wants you to go that far. It'll end up taking your life.
No. This is what I want.
Guy-sensei! Has the time really come, Guy-sensei?
Remember, you already proved it to me.
What?
I want to prove that even if I can't use ninjutsu or genjutsu, I can still become a great ninja. Yes, it's a fine goal worthy of pursuing. So you just need to trust in your own path and keep running. Become strong so that just watching you makes me smile.
Guy-sensei, please accept me. This time, I am going to make my ninja way shine once and for all!
My mother gave me this strong body. And my father gave me the flames of youth. I received the pain of defeat from my friends. Also, I received the ability to treasure the act of protecting my own ninja way from you. I'm satisfied. Now I just need to protect it till the very end. Lee, watch my back. This'll be your very last lesson.
Yes, sir!
Just give it up already.
Burn, heart, burn! Roar, soul, roar! The time has come for me to protect what I love, even if it kills me! 8 inner gates, gate of death, open! 8 inner gates, release formation!
Interesting.
I need to protect that.
Special crimson seal means when all 8 inner gates are open. It looks just like the winning music.
For the new young leaf, green leaves sprout and lead to a new spring. That's when you will reach its zenith, when it's burning with a deep glimpse of light.
I've been this excited since I fought Either way, this will be your final battle. Enjoy this battle until you can no longer. Fine, I shall admit it. As far as taijutsu goes, I have never found anyone as strong as you. Yes, keep dancing!
There's only one thing left to do.
I withstood it. This victory is mine. What is this feeling?
That was Guy's final move.
Guy-sensei! Guy-sensei!
What is that? Wait a second. Even though he opened the gate of death, his wounds are getting worse. He's alive.
What?
Guy isn't dead. He's still...
Really?
Lee, hurry up and take Guy to the medical team.
Yes, sir!
Someone saved Guy. But who?
There aren't many people who can make me feel even the inkling of a threat. That is why I was easily able to notice you. Over and over. How many times do you need to hinder me before you are satisfied? Naruto Uzumaki.
Is that... Naruto?
That man is gone. Did he burn up into ash and disappear?
I saved Bushier Brow Sensei!
Saved him? What are you talking about?
I don't quite understand it myself. I feel like I can change everything now.
Seems like something happened to you. But in the end, nothing will change. You cannot defeat me. I have the power of the Six.
I'm not gonna defeat you, stupid! We're gonna defeat!
You, Madara.
Sasuke, you too? What's with them? How can they go this far?
This is... Am I... dead?
You aren't dead.
Huh?
This is the world of your mind. Just consider yourself in the space between reality and the afterlife.
Who are you, old man?
I am a monk who's come to watch and see how Ninshu ends, surpassing all generations, traversing this world with chakra alone. My name is Hagoromo Atsutsuki, the founder of Ninshu, also known as the Sage of the Six Paths.
What? The guy who created ninjutsu? If you're the sage, then I have a lot of questions for you.
The questions can come later. First, you should listen to what I have to say. No, you must. As the reincarnation of Asura, it's also your duty.
Huh? Asura? What the heck are you talking about?
Allow me to explain everything from the beginning. About my sons. And my mother. My mother, Kaguya Atsutsuki, came to your land from a very distant place. She came to harvest the fruit of the divine tree. In this war, you saw the divine tree as well, didn't you? She harvested its chakra fruit. She ingested the fruit, acquired its power, and then came to rule this land. But a power that's too strong creates conflict. In the end, people both worshipped her as the rabbit goddess and feared her as a devil. Then Kaguya gave birth to 2 sons. One of them was me. In order to atone for the sins that our mother left behind, we fought with the Ten Tails, the incarnation of the divine tree. The divine tree had gone berserk and was trying to reclaim the fruit that had been taken from it. It was a violent battle. We were both wounded, but we persevered, achieved victory, and sealed the Ten Tails inside me. Then some time passed, and I fathered 2 sons. I named the elder one Indra, the younger one Asura, and taught them about Ninshu. They were both my sons, but there was one big difference between them. One possessed genes that had strongly inherited my chakra, while the other's was rather weak. Indra was truly a genius. He could do anything on his own, and took pride in how he was different from other people. In contrast, Asura never seemed to succeed in anything, and he wasn't able to achieve anything on his own. Therefore, he always put forth effort and depended on help from his allies. They also answered Asura's calls for help, which created harmony. Through watching how Asura lived, I caught a glimpse of a new possibility. That's when I decided to entrust Ninshu to Asura. But Indra wouldn't accept it. And thus began a long, long battle. The feud didn't end between Indra and Asura. Even after their bodies died, their chakra never disappeared, and over time, they were reincarnated over and over again. Naruto. Earlier I told you that you were the reincarnation of Asura. Now do you understand? And the current reincarnation of Indra is...
Sasuke.
Exactly. Indra's chakra dwells within Sasuke. My son's chakra moved from Hashirama and Madara to you 2. Even now, after decades and centuries, the brothers' battle continues.
So this whole time, Great-Grandpa, you've been watching your kids fight with each other?
Yes, I suppose you could say that.
Huh.
Through Ninshu, I tried to explain that chakra was here to connect individuals. But Kaguya used chakra only for herself, and unified the world with its power. But unification through power is nothing but a rampage. Therefore, she became a being to fear. The same could be said for Madara now. If he continues to acquire power, then eventually... I want you to stop Madara. The circumstances, your will, I feel something special in you compared to all the other vessels so far. That's why I'd like to place a bet on your potential.
I've already placed that bet myself.
Kurama!
Me too.
Why are you inside me?
Obito pulled a part of Shukaku's and my chakra out from Madara. He knew that there were a few tailed beast powers that you were lacking.
Lacking?
Did you forget? You've been receiving chakra from sources other than Shukaku and Gyuki for some time.
Oh! You mean from back then? You're right. The other tailed beasts did share their chakra with me earlier.
It took a while, but now all the tailed beasts are together.
Which means the promised time has come.
Naruto, it really seems like you do have a certain charm that invites others to help you. Shukaku, Matatabi, Isubu, Son Goku, Kokuo, Saiken, Chome, Gyuki, Kurama. Naruto, what do you want to do? How do you hope this battle will end?
I'm an idiot. So I don't really get all that Asura reincarnation stuff. But I know what it means to have friends. And I want to protect that. That's all.
So, that's your answer.
Yeah.
Entrusting everything to Asura is what created this calamity. Now, I'd like to entrust my power to you as the reincarnation of Indra. Whatever happens beyond this point, Naruto, Sasuke, that's up to you.
Sasuke isn't my real brother, but I know that we can come to an understanding. After all, we're really good friends.
Now, raise your dominant arm.
I never thought they would be able to push me back.
Hear me, weakling who harbors fear.
A voice?
Take me inside you. Take it all. Take all of the divine tree inside you. Do that, and infinite power will be yours!
I never thought the divine tree itself would bestow me with power. Naruto Uzumaki, Sasuke Uchiha. I have now acquired perfect immortality for all eternity. No matter how strong you get, you will never be able to stop me.
Huh. We haven't even fought yet, and you're already jumping to conclusions?
So be it. Then this shall be our final battle.
I knew it.
Acquiring the exists in the invisible world of Limbo.
Shadow's attacks. Even you should be able to sense them.
Limbo. How did they acquire such powers? That does not matter at this point. Limbo. That's it. Dance, you creatures. Entertain me. You can't get away.
Let me fight.
Damn it! That other Madara keeps getting in the way!
Don't get too worked up. That's exactly what he wants. You know what to do after he shows an opening, right?
Yeah! Leave the ceiling jutsu to me! I have tail beast power on my side! Use the power of Kaku's power! I should be able to mix the ceiling jutsu into a Rasengan!
This big struggle ends here.
Let me fight. Let me fight.
What are you doing?
Yeah! He moved?
He switched places with the shadow.
This is bad! Kakashi-sensei's over there!
Finally.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah. Hurry up and take my left eye and...
I don't think so.
Come we!
Sakura!
Where? Kakashi-sensei! Sensei, the left eye!
Where's Obito? I thought Madara jumped over too.
Yeah, he did. But then Obito let me escape.
Kakashi-sensei! Can I see that left eye for a minute?
Huh?
Okay. Kakashi-sensei, open your eyes.
No way! How did you do that?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain.
So that's how you saved Guy.
Yeah.
Enough talking. He'll be here soon. He must have both Rinnegan eyes now. He won't be like he was before. Prepare yourselves.
Yeah.
You haven't forgotten what I taught you during your first bell training, have you?
Of course not. Teamwork.
Then... dying together is also a special type of teamwork, is it not?
Obito.
Obito isn't here anymore. This body is mine now.
I gathered up the tail beast chakra and acquired the power of the divine tree, and now I have acquired both Rinnegan eyes. You could even say that I have surpassed the sage of the Six Paths himself. I have reached the realm of the gods. Through a god's eyes, you look like nothing but a bunch of tiny, brittle creatures.
Planetary devastation!
Sasuke!
Naruto, did you figure it out?
Yeah. He has 4 shadows now.
Planetary devastation and the Shadow Susanoo. Quite the combo. Now, writhe. Keep dancing for me.
I never expected that.
It must be difficult to take on 5 of me at once. Well, show me what kind of plan you have come up with, Sasuke.
Sasuke, I'll fight too!
Just stay there. I'll find a way out of this. Now just don't interfere.
Give you credit, though. You possess extraordinary ability compared to the rest of your Uchiha begins now. Me.
Sasuke, be careful. I have a bad feeling.
chance.
I'll end your pathetic lives here and now.
He's gone.
It's getting slower. This power, it really does seem like Sasuke possesses something similar to what I have.
Sasuke, are you okay?
I cannot hold back any longer!
How dare you! This is my window. I can't miss it.
Enough already.
Let's finish it with this next move, Sasuke.
Yeah.
In front of us! The piece that Jiraiya, Nagato, and all the other shinobi have been wishing for. It's right in front of our eyes! We can't go down until we knock you down!
Nothing but a trance. True peace only exists in dreams. Dreaming is the only way for us to reach utopia.
Enough about your dreams! I don't want to go inside a dream that much, then just go by yourself!
Just how do you have power?
Your dream ends here. Get out of my sight.
Sasuke Uchiha, you are the only. Planetary devastation!
We're not done yet! Time to up the stakes! How could I fall to you maggots?
I cannot believe it. You have pushed me this far. Amazing. There is no other word to describe it. But I am the one who will get to see his true dream come true.
Sasuke!
I've been waiting for this moment the entire time. And no one's going to get in my way.
According to that stone monument, where the one who possesses the power of the Renegon nears the moon, an eye will open in the moon in order to activate the infinite dream.
This is bad. No.
Sasuke?
Looks like they noticed just at the last moment. Oh well. It's already finished.
Shine over the world, infinite Tsukuyomi. Now! Become one!
What's going on?
It is finished. Divine Genesis, world of trees!
Naruto!
As of now, all your friends are sound asleep. It looks like it didn't work on Sasuke Susanoo, though.
I should have expected as much. But this battle is over now. As the Messiah, I have severed the connection between cause and effect in this world with my own hands, and all people have been freed from the futility of pain and anguish. Right now, your friends are enjoying the happiness of the infinite Tsukuyomi as they drown in its sweet dreams. This is the true dream I have always wanted. I changed hell into heaven. You should understand by now, it's all over.
I'm not gonna let things end here! We're still here, and as long as we are, there's no way this is gonna end!
Maggots. Black Zetsu, this is your last mission. Help me crush them.
Yes, Lord Madara. Is that what you thought I'd say?
What?
Black Zetsu, how dare you?
Madara, you aren't the Messiah, nor are you the end.
What are you talking about? I am the one who created you. You are my very will, and nothing more.
Wrong. The will inside me doesn't belong to you. My will is the will of Kaguya.
Kaguya?
And I've been waiting for this moment the entire time. The moment when you complete the infinite Tsukuyomi and use up all your power!
You ingrate!
What? What's going on?
Sasuke, that guy!
Yeah, He just said Kaguya.
Kaguya?
The Sage of the Six Paths, Mom!
Don't tell me.
What the?
This is chakra.
But a power that's too strong creates conflict. In the end, people both worshipped her as the rabbit goddess and feared her as a devil.
Sasuke,
Yes. I'm sure of it now.
this is the one who Great-Grandpa was talking about.
Kaguya Otsutsuki.
Kaguya Otsutsuki. This is the mother of the Sage of the Six Paths?
These two are Hagoromo and Hamura. No. Indra and Asura.
No, Mother. They're Naruto and Sasuke, the two vessels of reincarnation.
Black Zetsu.
He's changed somehow.
Finally. Now Mother has been resurrected. I can return to her side.
Just... who are you?
A child of my mother, Kaguya.
What are you talking about?
You probably don't know this, but my mother was sealed by the hands of the Sage of the Six Paths, Hagoromo, and his younger brother, Hamura. Just before she was sealed, I was born from the very last ounce of her power. Born with a mission to revive her.
Why would Great-Grandpa do that? I thought he sealed the Ten Tails!
Looks like you don't quite understand what the Ten Tails really is. That thing isn't really the Divine Tree. It's my mother herself.
What?
Not even Hagoromo knows this. He didn't even know that I'd been working to revive her this entire time.
The Ten Tails was Kaguya. If that's the truth, then that means you must have gotten close to Madara and used him all for the sake of unsealing and reviving her.
That's right. I made him think that he created me, then worked as his shadow to enact the infinite Tsukuyomi. Since the infinite Tsukuyomi is capable of gathering so much chakra, it was the sole way of reviving her. Of course, Madara wasn't the only one I used. I used everything I could get my hands on. I fed the fire of Indra's jealousy toward Asura through his descendants. I even controlled the Uchiha clan as it suited me.
People, wills, traditions, history. You really did use all of that?
Remember, it's the whole reason I was born. While my mother was gone, I wrote down everything and created history. In other words, the path that you all walked, the story of the shinobi, was merely a story that I created in order to resurrect my mother. Naruto, it doesn't matter how hard you glare at me. Right, Mother? Oh, that's right. You've been sealed for so long. Did you remember the faces of your children? They're your enemies, though. The ones who stole your chakra.
Yes. That's right. I hate them.
Here she comes. This is insane!
Yeah.
Hagoromo, Hamura, you belong to me. It's time to gather up all my chakra and unify it once more.
Naruto, you know what to do?
Yeah. We can just seal her again!
Let's do it!
Sweat just keeps pouring out of me! This chakra is crazy!
It's on a whole different level from
Like the pathetic cowards you are!
The range of her attacks is insane!
You realize she has yet to utilize her true power, right?
Yeah.
This should dispose of you.
Too weak!
Lament your weakness.
What? I have an idea! Leave it to me! Guys, here I go!
I'll leave the rest to you.
Too weak! Okay, guys, here I go! Let's go! Reverse Harajutsu! Yes! That's it!
I'll leave the rest to you. Let me fight.
Whoa. Don't tell me when you're pushing me back.
Time has come.
Not yet!
Change the space around it at will.
Mother's power is on a completely different level than yours.
Too slow.
Too weak! Take with me, Kurama! Tail Beast Planetary Rasen Shuriken! We can't even think about sealing her yet. Finding an opening alone is gonna be a battle.
There has to be a way. And when it comes, we can't miss it.
Hurry up and disappear.
Too slow.
Changed again! Sasuke, be careful!
I know.
You won't get too slow. You can't reach me. Now you're too slow.
Let me fight.
You!
You can't reach me.
She's getting slower?
Now, Naruto!
Now!
Obito, you're awake.
Kakashi, I'm not dead.
Let me give you a quick rundown.
This is our chance, Mother.
Oh, so that's what happened. But how are we going to stop Kaguya?
Sasuke and I will figure...
He disappeared.
Something must have happened to the host that made it impossible to retain the clones.
I can't move. Damn it!
You're not allowed to touch them.
Him.
Obito!
They just keep coming out.
Everyone. Amaterasu!
Escaping will take some time. I need to keep her busy until then.
I can't let you go out there alone. Let me help.
I'll help too. I can spare a little chakra.
Mother, if we don't stop them, they're going to keep annoying us. Let's take them out first.
I need to withstand this until Naruto and Sasuke can escape the ice. That's all I can do right now. This will be my final repentance. Kakashi, Sakura, back me up.
What could you possibly do? Nothing.
You won't
because you're a fool. One who lost all those who were precious to him, who never made his dreams come true. Still, you have no right to stand in front of God. You don't belong here.
You're right. I've done nothing but fail, over and over again. I'm guilty of a multitude of mistakes. Throughout my life, I was still able to find a tiny sliver of light. It's something so small, someone like you could never see. It's something I want to protect, even if I die.
You should talk about a piece of garbage. Don't you realize that you're about to be crushed?
Even a broken clock strikes twice a day. You won't get away. I won't get crushed that easily. You won't get away. You won't get away.
Naive.
Why are you even bothering to stand? Cockroach? There's nothing you could possibly do here.
Think of me as a wall.
But I still have a reason to stand. All I need to do is find my body. Just hold on. Despite what I was, you still gave me back my life, Sasuke. Plunging you into the darkness. I wish I could give you another chance. That's why I don't want to see you two die here. Fly. You won't get away.
Think of me as a wall. Take it from here, will ya? I'm ready to run.
Fly.
Fire style, one last dance! Fire style, one last
Missed.
Getting desperate. What an idiot.
This is naive.
strong for the...
Yeah!
They got past.
Thanks, Obito! We'll take it from here!
How can dying maggots be this persistent? Mother, let's just kill them right there.
Yes.
The gravity here is super strong.
My body feels so heavy!
But it looks like she's used up a lot of chakra as well.
Are you all right, Mother? Let's hurry up and finish this, then leave this dimension.
I no longer have the power
to defeat her.
Which means the only thing I can do now...
I must protect Naruto and Sasuke, even if it kills me.
I must protect them!
Obito, you...
Kakashi, just stay here for now.
Him.
Why?
Look at your face. Now I get to be all alone with Rin. You'd only ruin things, Kakashi.
Obito.
You really taught me a lot. And you probably still have a lot of suffering left waiting for you. But just make sure you stick to your ninja way, all the way to the end. Stay strong, and don't break your word. Is that how it went? Yes, that's it. Naruto, I just know you'll become the Hokage.
Yeah.
And Kakashi.
Obito!
You'd... better not come and join me for a while. Survive until the very end. What? Come on, Kakashi. Don't give me that face. Don't make a face like that for trash like this. What's this feeling? It feels like it's bubbling up from inside me. Oh, that's it. I'm happy. At the very end, I got to stand right next to my friend. I get it. That's why I'm smiling. You don't need to be merciful towards someone who's this guilty, Kakashi. I just want you to send me off. Thank you. For everything.
Let's go.
Why are you getting so desperate? The only thing you can change is the order that you die in. You're all such fools!
Don't laugh at my friend!
The Sharingan? But how? Your eye was stolen!
This is the power that Obito left to me at the very end.
That little worm. He kept screwing with my plans right to the very end. But it's fine, Mother. They're all just...
mine. That power is mine.
Mother?
My power.
Calm down, Mother! Oh no, she really must have used up too much power. She's starting to lose her mind.
Who said you could use that? I will not permit any more foolish actions committed with my chakra!
Obito, thank you. I'll use the power you lent me to protect them. And the world. This power, it's nothing like anything I've seen so far. It's working.
It's pretty fast, considering the condition of its body.
Yeah, it can still be trained with human eyes. We can win this.
Kakashi-sensei!
You okay?
Looks like I'm nearing my limit. But not even she can withstand all that damage.
What is that?
Is that one of those balls that I have behind me?
But it's way bigger than those.
That's...
Are you okay, Mother? She can't even hear me anymore. I never thought I'd see her like this.
I am the mother of all chakra. Pieces of my chakra cannot stop me.
What?
Above you!
It's starting to fall.
The chakra must be unified. The chakra must be unified!
You're going to die, and she's going to absorb you. It's the final path that remains for you. This is it. The end of shinobi history!
Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, do you have any intention of following the final path he's talking about?
Not at all.
Of course not.
Shinobi history is something that's super heavy, and it's been going on for a long time, defined by the way that all those shinobi lived and died. It isn't something that you two can mess around with. And I'm not gonna let it end. We're going to protect the history of shinobi.
Stupid ninja! No matter how much you howl, you'll never get another future!
Now disappear!
This is the end! Let's do this! Sasuke, Sakura!
Yeah.
Let's go!
You and your tiny chakras. Just who do you think I am?
She's really trying to kill us.
No use in getting near here!
This should dispose of you. You won't get away.
There isn't much time. Attack instead of defending. We need to attack.
Yeah! This is really hard!
Fly.
Here I am.
You've got time to talk, then keep attacking! We have hardly any time left!
This should dispose of you. You won't get away. Look.
We're out of time. We'll just have to keep attacking over and over again.
Good luck.
They're putting up such a fight!
Let me fight.
People, how did you gather such power?
You just underestimated us too much. Don't underestimate us, shinobi.
You cretins!
Naruto, ready?
yeah!
Impossible. The mother of all chakra. Lose to these offspring.
How should I put this? My first impression is, I hate you all. As of now, I love you all.
Six Paths! Planetary devastation!
I'm finally free? It took long enough.
Sorry. But now, it's all over.
You all seem like you're ready to celebrate, but how are we gonna get out of here?
Oh, right!
Relax. I figured something out. We can use the Sage of the Six Paths power to...
Huh?
take us back.
Looks like you're all safe.
Great-Grandpa! Wait, what? Why are you here?
I borrowed a bit of chakra from both of you when we were in your mental space. I just used that to take you back to the real world. Bringing you back here was a necessity, you see. Naruto and Sasuke, Sakura and Kakashi, you did an excellent job saving the world. I doubt you would have been able to seal my mother, even if one of you had been missing. Especially you two, Naruto and Sasuke. If you hadn't come together, you wouldn't have been able to stand up to her, let alone seal her. And you'll need to stay that way.
Great-Grandpa, you don't need to say anything else.
I see. Then... I'll leave the rest to you two. It's about time we were on our way. Now, the reanimation jutsu will be undone. You may have fought together with them, but I can't just leave you all here forever.
Light.
What you said to the sage. I believe you. Take good care of the Hidden Leaf and the shinobi world.
There's nothing left for us to do here. Just like Saru said, we will leave the rest to you.
Madara. You're going?
Yeah, with you.
In the end, my dream was crushed. And it was connected to your dream, too. You rushed things too much, Madara. There was no reason for us to perfect our dreams during our generation. We should have focused on how to entrust our dreams to those who come after us. That's the important thing. Either way, we're going to die now. Next time we meet, let's have a drink together on the other side. As old war buddies.
Naruto.
Dad.
Before I disappear, there's something I wanted to say to you. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
I wasn't able to stay here for very long, but I was still able to see how much you've grown. I'll tell Kushina everything.
Tell her I've eaten a lot of stuff with Granny, so I'll be fine. I eat tons of stuff. I'm never picky. I take a bath almost every day. Sometimes I go to the Hidden Leaf hot springs, too. But everyone says that I never stay in long enough to really soak. And I made a lot of friends. They're all good people. And, anyway, I wasn't able to do everything she told me. But I really tried hard. I have a dream, too. I want to be a Hokage who surpasses you, Dad. And I'm gonna make it come true no matter what. Tell Mom on the other side. Tell her that she doesn't need to worry about me at all. That I'm gonna be fine.
Okay. I'll tell her everything.
And so, the Fourth Great Ninja War, which caused massive destruction and took many lives, came to an end. Some became light and disappeared, while others were left behind. Their various emotions created new connections and began to turn the pages of shinobi history once more. Now, I'm returning to the other side, too. But before I leave, I want to ask you something. Naruto and Sasuke, after fighting my mother, Kaguya, did your answers change?
Mine hasn't. For a very long time, my wish has always been to protect my friends.
I see.
Ah, that reminds me. What happened to all the people who got hypnotized by the infinite Tsukuyomi? I want to hurry up and save them all.
Undoing the jutsu is a simple thing. With your tailed beast chakra, Naruto, and your Rinnegan, Sasuke, you simply need to make the Ko seal.
Oh, that's surprisingly easy. Sasuke!
Yeah.
What about you? The answer you gave back then.
I don't mind if you free them. But only after I execute the 5 Kage while they're still hypnotized.
What? Sasuke, are you still planning on getting revenge?
Sasuke, what do you want? What do you desire from the end of this battle? I want to know the honest truth.
The previous Kage are the ones who created this situation. I'm going to become the Hokage and change the village.
And the Hokage you become, what exactly will that be?
If you really want to know, I'll tell you. It's true that up until now, destruction and revenge were my only goals. But that's changed. I'm going to destroy and then rebuild. I'm going to create a village, a world without darkness. In other words, what I wish for is revolution. Planetary devastation!
No!
Kurama!
Naruto!
I'm going to save you! Just hold on for a second!
Now no one is left to stand in my way. Besides you, Naruto.
I suppose it really was too good to be true. Indra and Asura will always follow the same paths.
No. The brothers' battle is going to end here.
You know where we need to go, right?
I know there's nothing I can do. Despite how much I care about him, how much I love him, I can't follow him. I can't die with him. Even now, all I can do is stamp my feet and cry. I'm so pathetic. But Sasuke! If you have even the tiniest spot in your heart for me, then please, don't go off somewhere again!
You really are annoying.
You didn't have to use genjutsu on her as well!
Sakura just wanted to save you. You tried to kill her once. And she still just keeps shedding tears for you. because loving you is torturing her.
That may just be a chain from our failed past.
Sasuke.
I promised Sakura a long time ago that I'd bring you back to the village. Sensei, you know what my ninja way is, right? Here I go!
Yeah, I'm counting on you.
You don't have any parents or siblings. How could you understand? You've been alone from the very beginning. What could you possibly understand about me, huh?
I've already severed my bond with you. I told you already, you have no siblings or parents you couldn't possibly understand. This is none of your business!
I knew you'd be here. This sure brings back memories, Sasuke.
Just like before, you're going to lose here.
I won't let you land any of the punches you did last time. And I won't hand the title of Hokage to you either. You don't understand what it means to be the Hokage.
I told you, what I desire is revolution. The Hokage I speak of is nothing like yours. Itachi Uchiha. My brother was born in the shadows and protected the village from the shadows. You understand how he lived, right? That's the Hokage I want to become. Moving in the darkness, caring about the village, accepting all the hatred and working for peace. To that end, it doesn't matter how much I have to dirty my hands. I'll accept all the hatred that's born from that. I don't have a father, a mother, or a brother. I'm all alone. I can carry the hatred all by myself. Yes, the Hokage I want to be will burn down the darkness of all 5 Kage with his own flames, then feast on the ashes to survive.
You're completely misunderstanding how Itachi lived. There are some things you can't do alone. Like in the battle with Kaguya.
Things won't always go well. Like these 2 statues. And us. Like us brothers. In the end, what this world needs is revolution. I'll take care of all the darkness from the past and restart things with a pure, unwritten future.
Are you saying you're going to cut off all your memories of Team 7?
Yes. I'm going to cut off my past.
I won't let you do that! I learned everything from people of the past. It's because I had my friends that I was able to keep moving forward. They're what created the me that's here now. I'm never gonna let you cut that away!
Then, you must know what you need to do.
Naruto! Sasuke! Guard your path? Or anything else?
That's right. As of now, all events are meaningless to me.
What about soccer? She never stopped!
Memories and love are only idealistic things that have no place in my revolution.
No! Enough of that crap, Sasuke!
You're going to die here, Naruto! Burn away!
I won't lose, no matter what! Let's go!
I just need to defeat you. My dreams will come true.
How many times do I have to tell you? You can't beat me!
Looks like you've still got some fight in you.
This time!
All I need to do is erase you, and then no one will be able to stand in the way of my revolution! This will finish everything!
No, you won't! Kurama and I are gonna stop you! Protect history, and all of our connections with our allies, and everyone else, including... you, of course!
Now I'm all alone.
What's wrong? Don't tell me you've given up already. Is it really that easy for you two to sever your connection? It isn't, is it?
Just like Obito and me, your connection with Sasuke can't be severed that easily.
Remember, you didn't just reconnect Kakashi and me. My heart was so hardened, yet you. And it wasn't just me. You opened up a lot of other people's hearts as well. Enemies. People surrounded by hatred. People who rejected the other villages. People who were hurting inside. Even the tailed beasts. You were even capable of solving the problems of the world itself. Now, there's only one person left. It should be easy for you to save a stubborn friend. Right?
Yeah, you'll be fine. Remember that you bear the encouragement of all those people on your shoulders. The connections you've made with your teachers and your peers. The hopes of your friends. If you don't have enough power, then just borrow it from their hands. Because, Naruto, that's all the power that you created.
Your heart isn't dead yet.
If he's submerging himself in darkness, then just use your hands to pull him back up.
And if he tries to shake you off, then scream to wake him up.
There's no such thing as a feeling that cannot be conveyed.
Everyone believes in you, Naruto.
You make the impossible possible.
Naruto, that's why.
You need to get back up already!
Don't be afraid to look stupid as you struggle.
That is the Naruto we all know!
You can do it, Naruto!
Connections don't disappear.
You need to harden your fist and stand up again!
Keep that fire in your eyes! Let out a roar!
Come on! Sasuke's waiting for you.
Go to him, Naruto. This is all for your sake.
For the sake of the future! For the sake of your friend! Forward!
Naruto.
Not yet. I'm not letting you leave just yet. Sasuke!
Why? Over and over. Over and over and over. Why do you keep doing this? What's wrong with you? Just what are you?
Your friend. I told you I can't leave you alone, remember?
You're still saying that? After all this? I told you already. I have no intention of going back!
And I told you that I have no intention of giving up! It doesn't matter what you say to me. I'll never change my mind. I'm just gonna keep reaching out my hand to you. Until the very end. Until I reach you.
My will won't change either. I'm going to cut you down in order to end the path I've walked so far.
I won't give up on you! In order to keep my path connected!
Neither of us has much power left. Yes, this is the true end.
You down!
Such a pain! The stronger the connection, the more it tortures me! Naruto! My connection to you is the most irritating one of all! Why didn't you just cut me off when you went into the darkness?
How could I? You were like a brother to me! So, my body and my heart just act on their own! I just kept thinking, hoping that you wouldn't have to be all alone!
Right here!
Sasuke. Do you remember? The entire village used to hate me, and I hated them like that. One bad move, and I could have been exactly like you. And I was always wrong. I felt better knowing there was someone like me out there. I was happy. I wanted to be your friend, be around you sooner. But I didn't. I was also jealous of you. You were good at everything. So I decided you'd be my rival. You were my goal. You always have been. I had nothing. But I built bonds. And then in our missions as Team 7, I kept chasing after you. I wanted to be like you. So, Sasuke, I've never actually said it before, but I'm happy. Happy I knew you.
Naruto, no matter what you say now, I'm not changing. I'm still going to destroy each and every person in the Leaf, including you. Either defeat me and become the hero who saves the village, or fall to me and just be known as a pitiful loser. Those are your only choices.
I'm not going to be a loser, or the hero who defeated you. I won't be either.
Why? Right here! What do you want? Right here! I'm going to beat you here, just like I did before. You're going to lose, without ever matching up to me.
You know that I'm different from how I was back then, don't you? I won't lose anymore!
So much.
What?
Attitude never changed. Damn it!
She said that we're friends, so I don't want to give you to Orochimaru!
Why would you be so far from me?
This is the first bond I've ever had like this. That's why I'll do anything I can to stop you.
A bond? If that's how it is.
Just have to sever that if only you weren't here. If only you'd never been born.
Too bad for you, I've been by your side from the very start. I'm stubborn, remember? I won't give up until you get
Right here! Right here!
You...
Naruto!
You jerk!
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm sick of watching you act all cool every day. You really piss me off.
You're the one to talk. You're the one who's always doing stupid stuff. Just looking at you pisses me off.
You can't do that, can you? I'm awesome.
How petty can you be? You should be ashamed of yourself.
Huh. I'm not ashamed at all. You're the one who's always sulking all the time. Just looking at you pisses me off.
Huh?
You should play more with the rest of us. If you just played with us a little more. Whoa, wait, what am I saying? Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Did you just confuse yourself? You really make no sense.
of our battles!
Sasuke! Naruto! Now do you finally get it? See? If you move, the wound will open.
Why are you so obsessed with standing in my way? I acquired this strength so I could cut everything off and enter the darkness. Naturally, everyone tried to break their bonds with me at least once. But you never did. Why are you so determined to stay involved with me?
Huh. How many times do I have to tell you? Don't you get it by now?
Just answer me.
Because we're friends.
Just what is a friend to you?
You can't explain something like that with words. But whenever I see you trying to carry everything on your shoulders like that, it hurts. It hurts so bad that I just can't ignore you.
Naruto. I know that you've always been alone. Just like me, you felt alienated in the village. But unlike me, you did stupid things to try and get people's attention. Back then, I thought you were an idiot, a weakling. But deep down inside, I was interested in you too. Then we both grew and ended up on the same team. I did missions together with you, while you kept going on and on about how you wanted to become the Hokage. And as I felt us growing stronger together, I decided that I wanted to fight you someday. Then, I started to see Team 7 as my own family. That's why, whenever I saw you in pain, yes, I also hurt. When I understood your pain, that's when I first thought of you as a friend. But in return, as I saw you grow exponentially strong, I just couldn't ignore you. You had a strength that I lacked. You were always walking in front of me, just like my brother did. And the same is true today. You.
Guess it's too soon for you to move. Just when I thought I could punch you to wake you up. Huh? What?
You still want to keep fighting?
Of course, I'll fight you as many times as...
I accept it.
Huh?
I lost.
You idiot! This isn't about winning or losing! My friend was sulking, so I just thought I'd punch him to wake him up, that's all!
Hey, Naruto. I accept you. If I die here, the chain of war that's been continuing since the time of the Sage of the Six Paths will come to an end. This is another type of revolution. I'll decide this issue myself, once and for all.
How can you decide anything by dying? You might as well live on and help me instead, if you're just gonna do that! What I want to do is cooperate with all the shinobi! Including you, of course.
Who says everyone else will agree to that?
Oh, come on. Go on, spout some more crap like that. I'll punch you again.
There's no telling when I may stand up to defy you again in the future.
You won't do this kind of thing anymore.
How can you be sure of that?
Don't make me repeat myself!
Just what are you?
We're friends!
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Because we're friends!
Why are you so determined to stay involved with me?
Huh. How many times do I have to tell you? Don't you get it by now?
Just answer me!
Come on. You're the one who still doesn't get it. Now that I think about it, I guess you always have been surprisingly dense.
Shut up, you loser.
I knew they'd be here.
Kakashi-sensei.
Yeah, go to them.
I'm not gonna lose to you!
Say whatever you want, you brain-dead loser.
Enough, Naruto. Shut up already.
So, he's finally returned.
We used to be all alone, starving for love. Children who were festering with hatred. We went our separate ways and fought. But Naruto, you never cut me off. You just kept moving closer to my heart. Even though it would have made sense for you to attack me with hatred. You told me I was your friend. And no matter how much I hurt you, you accepted me as one. I was only saved thanks to you. We used to do nothing but quarrel, and now we can feel the pain of each other's hearts. And this isn't just between us. It may be something that can be said in a much larger scope.
To be honest, you should have been thrown in jail for what you did. The reason you were pardoned is because you made a great contribution to stopping the infinite Tsukuyomi. But don't forget that me becoming the 6th Hokage and Naruto's appeals were a big part of that as well. Don't do anything too crazy anymore, or else I'll have to take responsibility for it.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Do you really have to go?
Now, I want to know how the shinobi world, how this world looks to me.
What if I asked you if I could come along?
This is also a journey of repentance. You have nothing to do with my sins.
Nothing to do with them, huh?
See you later. Thanks. You still have that?
I'm giving it back.
How about I keep it until our next battle? But I could never do things like you could. It was never that easy for me. That emotion felt like a prayer. I'll just have to bear this until I can really do it. And the ones who have been tasked with that are us.
Naruto.
Ninja.
There is a chain that began from creation and continued through the Otsutsuki, never ceasing. People became shinobi and created clans and villages, even during peaceful interludes. The flames of war never died out, but grew ever stronger, along with hatred. And so, those two continued to face each other, fighting on and on. However, a single ninja was able to sever that chain and cultivate a new future. He created best friends, followed them, challenged them, and connected them. His will gradually came to encompass all shinobi, the world, and all its hatred, until it came to reveal a new path. Here, the handbook that encompasses everything about the way of the shinobi reaches its conclusion. Now, it's time to give that handbook a title. And so it will be named The Tale of Naruto Uzumaki.